صباح الخير يا شباب، كل سنة وانتم طيبين. أنا هبدأ المحاضرات بتاعت الأورجانيزيشن ديفلوبمنت من الأول، منها تو ريفريش يور ميموري، ومنها إن احنا نبقى فاهمين ورابطين كل حاجة ببعضها. أوكي، chapter 1 talking about management systems, organizational development. Okay, just to define management is very easy definition. Management involves structures, process, personnel, and resources. ده في المكونات الرئيسية، الفاكتورز، الاليمنتس بتاعت المانجمنت. احنا بدأنا talking about management, talking about the structure. You know, structure up, down, down, up, and we have many design for structure, division, pyramid. We have many style for structure. Management basically process، يعني إجراءات. Personnel human resources, and other resources, financial and technology, and so on and so forth, raw material, so on. In other definition, management is the judicious use of means to accomplish an end. We have many definitions for management. This one of them. We have to use means، يعني resources, to accomplish an end، يعني الobjective أو goals أو organization goals. Scientific management, as we mentioned in foundation year, an organization can also be viewed in other terms. For example, the Industrial Revolution made technology an important element in organization development or work. Scientific management اللي هي الإدارة العلمية عملها واحد اسمه فريدريك تايلور. فريدريك تايلور قال في best way to do any job, and he studies the motion and time. We reach conclusion that we can actually avoid a lot of interruption, a lot of waste of time, a lot of waste of resources if we use as a manual to each job. Gradually, the classical theory, which including the scientific management and other theories, developed to human relations. In human relation, organization viewed as comprise the living human being. In classical theory, we used to see people or see employees as machines. Then they found that that's not right. The people actually working for your organization, human being. Human beings, that means that they have their skills, their knowledge, they have their personality, they have their motivation, they have social and a lot of social moving. They have a lot of needs, and now we're talking about human relations theory, which is to deal with the employees based on their nature as human beings. Our course basically emphasize behavior science, or using behavior science. Behavior sciences and human relations approach focus on individual and group behavior and highlight their implication for performance of employees, managers, and the organization. That's the core of this course. That we're talking about individual and group behavior. We highlight the implication, performance of these employees, about the managers, about the organization as a whole. Then actually just try to think about purpose of OD, or organization development, actually to develop intervention strategy or technique for affecting change in behavior back again to think about behavior, individual behavior, group behavior, or we're talking about the whole organization. Organization development has relied heavily on behavior science. Majority of all these strategies, okay, later on, we are going to use this OD strategy for different in different situation. How we can use OD strategy to solve the organizational problem. Okay, OD strategy and techniques focus on the motivation, morale, and performance. Then basically, again, to focus on the OD, actually focus on how to use intervention. Intervention and تدخل. Okay, if you like to use to solve any problem, then we have to interfere, to have to make some intervention, a strategy to deal with this problem or to achieve the organization or to change the organization objective and accomplish the remedy for these problems. Majority of OD strategy and techniques focus on motivation, morale and performance. motivation اللي هو التحفيز، مورال اللي هي المعنويات، الروح المعنوية أو الكلام المعنوي أو الأخلاقيات بشكل عام، and performance الأداء، الإنجاز. We have also to understand what is the component of organization. Component of organization, when we're talking about same organization, we're talking about 6 components. The first one, purpose, why we have this organization. For example, MGT, we have MGT to provide education service. What is the structure? How is this actually, how we are going to organize, okay, who is going to report to whom, what are the visual, what are the organization chart, all details about the structure. The next one, relationship. To when we have a structure, we have also to define in writing the relationship between units, between accounting department, and marketing and production and so on and so forth. The units or departments that perform different tasks. Okay, rewards. Every organization should have a rewarding system. Rewarding system means that we have, okay, to motivate our employees. Okay, the consultant should, okay, consultant he means advisor, okay, should diagnose the similarities between what the organization formally reward or punish members. When you hire in any organization, they're going to tell you if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, you are going to get rewarded. If you do, if you violate the policy of our organization, you are going to get a penalty or get punished. Reduction of your salary could reach firing you from the whole organization. Leadership, one of the most important factor or component of the organization. Any manager in any organization should be a manager and the leader. Leadership is so important for any organization. Okay, if you like to define leadership, how to your ability to influence others to change their behavior. Okay, that's very important to be a manager. You have to be a leader. mechanism الميكانيكية العمل, okay, is the helpful organization that must attend to in order to survive. Everything should be planned. Everything should be in terms of planning, controlling, budgeting. All of this kind of job should be defined very critically and very precisely. Chapter 2, we're going to talk about organization development, what its meaning, what organization development focus on, and what is the importance of this course. Then what is OD? What is not? Okay, when is OD needed? The concept of the action research model. Okay, three basic topic we are going to talk about. Okay, what's the meaning of organization development? Okay, we already defined organization, the component of organization. Development, development that you have to move from the desired situation to, sorry, from the current situation to the desired situation. That's how to develop the organization. Organization development is a system-wide application of behavior science. Remember, I talk about the behavior science, and we have to rely heavily on behavior science uh, to plan development. يعني بنعمل تنمية مخططة. It is not randomly. It is planned development. And this is going to make improvement. Okay, you can talk about development and improvement, two different definition or two different meaning. Development, that means they grow up, or they have the organization grow up from a small business to medium to large to big to multinational. Improvement means that I don't like my performance or the organization performance, and I like to improve this performance. Okay, once I reach a stretch to improve or to develop my organization, I'm going to talk about reinforcement. Reinforcement يعني to repeat. Okay, if I already study hard, then I get a good grade. The next year I'm going to study hard to get another good grade, and so this reinforcement means that I'm repeating the how I'm going to do thing right. Then I'm going to make repetition once to reinforce my action, to enforce my strategy, to reinforce my behavior. Okay, that is going to help me to maintain my success. Okay, structure and the process also, we are going to deal with them as in organization development. Okay, because some problem we cannot deal with unless we change the whole organization, or we change the process of management. That all of this is going to, okay, then if I just get, okay, organization development is lead to organization effectiveness. Okay, see what I mean? Then basically, if I like to summarize this definition, organization development is to or lead to organization effectiveness. ازاي ارفع فعاليه الشركه او المؤسسه او الاورجنايزيشن بتاعتي؟ ازاي ان انا اغير البرفورمانس، ان انا اعدل البرفورمانس بتاعها. ودي systematic process for applying behavioral science principles and practice in organization to increase individual organization effectiveness. Very short definition and very concrete one. It is a systematic process، يعني شيء إجراءات ماشية على نظام معين مش عشوائي. Applying البيهيفير ساينس اللي هي السلوكيات، البرنسبل بتاعتها والبراكتس في الاورجنايزيشن. ايه الهدف؟ to increase individual and organization effectiveness. When we talk about OD, we don't talk about, even the name is organization development, but actually we trying to increase the individual and the organization effectiveness, not just organization. As I mentioned in class, I have hundreds of organization problems, and I give you two assignments about this. What are the reasons for this? What is the definition for this problem? What are the reasons and what's the solution? That's as the beginning of this course. We just like to know that the organization everywhere, United States, Egypt, everywhere, actually facing some organization problems. Low productivity, poor morale, poor quality, inappropriate structure, inappropriate, unclear goals, and so on and so forth. Okay. Then basically when you see here, you see that organization development actually interfere or come to solve this problem. One of two or more facing the organization. Okay, now we're talking about change. Sometimes you say organization development consultant, sometimes you say change consultant. Then basically the final word in this class is to change the undesirable situation to desirable situation. يبقى change new state of things different from old state and new state. Change first order change, making or moderate adjustment. Second order reinvent or re-engineer or rewrite. Okay, then two levels of a change. What needs to be changed and how to go about it. Okay, finally, let's just summarize it. OD consultants are experts in organization change. Organization change, here we already define what is a change means, what is the first order, what second order, what is the state, what is the mean of a change in general, and the OD in other name or other title for organization consultant or development consultant is he is organizational change. Is expert. What is the purpose? The purpose design interventions. Okay. Usually in class I say, okay, the OD consultant working as a physician. Physician means that he has to diagnose the problem, he has to listen to know what are the reasons, he diagnose identifies the problem very concrete and very precisely, and if he makes the right diagnosis, he has to make the right intervention to close the gap between what is and what ought to be. ايه اللي موجود دلوقتي وايه اللي هيبقى. Intervention تدخل زي ما بنقول in sometimes in the medicine okay, medical or surgery intervention or medical intervention. Here we're talking about management intervention. Okay, so it is the fit between individual and organization and environment. Here a factor here, new factor coming here. Okay, then I have, as you know, the organization, people working inside this organization, and this organization working inside a surrounding area or environment. Then the OD consultant doesn't work or just doesn't solve the organizational problem from just organization perspective. He has to deal or to make a kind of fitness between individual and organization and between organization and environment, okay, to reach or to achieve the organization goal. In sum, it is a systematic organization, a systematic method. Again, systematic is not randomly. For gathering information or gathering data about how organization function now as social system and analysis of meaning of those data. OD practitioners or consultant job is to search for causes and consequences. Then you as OD consultant or OD practitioner, you have to know what is this, what's the problem, what's the cause of this problem, what's the consequence of the problem, and then you have to design intervention strategy to solve this problem. Okay, basic assumption, just I'm not going to talk much about this one, but anyway, the assumption, الافتراضات بتاعت ال OD assumption, most individuals have driven toward personal growth and development. If you still remember theory X and theory Y. Theory X saying, okay, traditional people are lazy, they don't have ambitions, they avoid responsibility, all of this is selfish. Here, we're talking about the opposite, the behavior science. Behavior science, most individuals have driven toward personal growth. Everybody, he try to grow up, develop himself, develop his experience, develop his salary, his income, and so on and so forth. The second assumption, most people, okay, wish to accept and interact cooperatively with the other. Is not here people, if the assumption that people are selfish, that is not the right one. Most people are capable for greatly increasing their effectiveness. Okay, main goal of, again, I'm just repeating this one: improve individual, teams, organization, function, and performance. Focus on focus on culture, okay, process, structure, and system. Last point here in this lecture, okay, the characteristics of organization development. Organization development is an educational strategy that attempt to bring out planned change. Planned change التخطيط المبرمج او المخطط، اوكي، او التغير المخطط. Organization development relate to real organization problem instead of hypothetical case. And in OD, I'm not going to say, okay, I'm writing a paper. What is the organization development? That's no. Organization development uses training. Or it is change agent are almost external consultant, sometimes internal. External change agent. External change agent and internal organization executive establish collaborative relationship that involve the mutual trust, influences, and majority. Thank you very much.